video, we are going to see about the corporate actions by Bharti Airtel. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Shakti Bala from Teni, Tamil Nadu, currently pursuing my undergrad in Lovely Professional University, Punjab. So these are my team members who is going to explain furthermore about the corporate actions by Bharti Airtel. In today's video, we are going to see about the basic details of the company, corporate actions and its types, equity issuance by Bharti Airtel, and merger and acquisition activities by Bharti Airtel. Now let's look into the history of Bharti Airtel. Bharti Airtel is a telecommunication company based in India, founded in 1995. It is a leading global provider of telecommunication services offering mobile, broadband and digital TV solutions. It has a whopping customer base of around 570 million. The current stock price of Bharti Airtel is 870 per share. Let's now look into the annual earnings of Bharti Airtel. The total sales of Bharti Airtel in 2023 is 1.3 trillion Indian rupees, and it also provides various products like 2G, 3G and 4G wireless services, mobile commerce, fixed line services and so on. Let's look into the corporate actions. Corporate actions are financial moves companies make, like issuing shares, taking loans, giving dividends to their shareholders, buying back those shares, etc. These decisions impact their funding structure and stakeholder value. For example, if a company XYZ decides to improve the infrastructure, they need to do these corporate actions in order to gain funds. So these are the list of various corporate actions done by companies. Now let's look into what is equity issuance. Equity issuance refers to the process through which a company raises funds by selling the share of its ownership or equity. When a company decides to issue equity, it essentially offers a portion of its ownership right to investors in change of capital. Now let's go into see equity issuance by Airtel. Bharti Airtel debuted on National Stock Exchange on July 7, 1990. It issued its first equity at 11.45 Indian rupees per share. Currently it is trading at a price of 870 per share. Its all-time high is 901.40 Indian rupees per share. Now, rights issuance by Bharti Airtel. Airtel also issued its rights during the time period of October 5, 2021 to October 21, 2021. The issue price was 535 per share, whose face value is 5 rupees. All have the doubt of what is the difference between equity and rights. Equity issuance entails selling newly issued shares to both existing shareholders and the general public. It aims to raise capital for significant company endeavors, potentially diluting existing ownership. Whereas rights issuance exclusively offers current shareholders the chance to acquire additional shares in proportion to their holdings. In simple terms, equity is something which everyone can buy in this market, whereas rights are offered only to the existing shareholders. Now let's look into the merger and acquisition activities by Bharti Airtel. It acquired various companies like Zain Africa, Tata Teleservices, Ticona Digital Networks and Level Networks. It also done a merger with Telenor India in 2017. They also have invested in various tech and digital platforms to improve their service. Actions will be discussed as following by my team members. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Aryan Patel and I am resident of Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. Currently I am pursuing BTech IT degree from Lovely Professional University, and my topic to discuss today is capital expenditures and debt repayment. Talking about capital expenditure trend, Bharti Airtel expenditure has been increasing in recent year. In financial year 2023, it invested more than 2.9 trillion Indian rupees, that is $37 billion in capital expenditure. This was increased from $1 trillion from the financial year 2013. We all know capex allocation. The majority of Bharti Airtel capital expenditure is allotted in mobile business. In financial year 2023, about 70% of its capital expenditure was spent on mobile business. The remaining 30% was spent on fixed budget line, that is broadband and digital business. Capex driver. The main driver of Bharti Airtel are as follows. The rollout of 5G network consumed many capital expenditure of this company. The upgrade of its existing network, the development of new product and service. The capital expenditure impact. Bharti Airtel expenditure has a positive impact on financial performance. In financial year 2023, its revenue and EBITDA, that is, grew by 10 to 15% respectively. Bharti Airtel debt repayment facts and figures. This is my second topic. Here I am going to discuss about debt trends. Bharti Airtel debt trends has been declining in recent years. In financial year 2023, it is reduced by its debt by 100 billion Indian rupees, that is 1.2 US billion dollar. This was due to combination of factors including strong cash flow generation, debt repayments and asset sales. Debt repayment. Bharti Airtel has been actively repaying its debt in recent years. In financial year 2023, it repaid about 60 billion Indian rupees, that is around 750 billion US dollar in debt. The company has a target of reducing its debt to below 1 trillion Indian rupees by financial year 2025. Moving on, debt driver. The main debt driver of Bharti Airtel are as follows: the strong cash flow generation from its mobile business, the prepayment of deferred spectrum liabilities, the sale of non-core assets. Debt impact. The Bharti Airtel debt repayment has a positive impact on its financial performance. In financial year 2023, its debt to equity ratio was improved to 1.25x. The company credit rating has also been improved, making it more attractive to investors.
Good day everyone. I will be providing an explanation on dividend payouts and convertible securities. We'll start by defining what a dividend is and how it works. We'll then move on to convertible securities, explaining what they are and how they can impact a company. Finally, we'll discuss the benefits and challenges of these activities for Bharti Airtel, providing an outlook for the future. What is a dividend? A dividend is a distribution of a company's earning to its shareholders, a reward paid to the shareholders for their investment in the company's equity, and it usually originates from the company's net profit, typically in the form of cash or additional shares. It is a way for the company to share their profit with their investors. Dividends are usually paid out on a regular basis, such as quarterly or annually. The amount of the dividend is determined by the company's board of directors and can vary based on factors such as the company's financial performance and growth prospects. The dividend history of Bharti Airtel. Bharti Airtel has a long history of paying dividends to its shareholders. From 2015 to 2020, the company has consistently paid out dividends to its investors with an average yield of 3%. In 2016 to 2017, the company paid out a total dividend of Rs 2,119 crore, which was a significant increase from the previous year's payout of Rs 1,480 crore. In 2017 to 2018, Bharti Airtel paid out a total dividend of Rs 2,215 crore, which translates to a dividend per share of Rs 6.5. However, in the year 2018 to 2019, the company's dividend payouts dropped to Rs 1,145 crore, which was the lowest payout in the past 5 years. Overall, however, Bharti Airtel has maintained a consistent track record of paying dividends to their investors. Convertible securities. Convertible securities are a type of investment that can be converted into shares of stock. They typically come in the form of bonds or preferred stock, and they offer investors the potential for both income and capital appreciation. When an investor buys a convertible security, they have the option to convert it into shares of common stock at a predetermined price. This means that if the stock price goes up, the value of the convertible security also increases. However, if the stock price goes down, the investor still meets the security original value as a bond or preferred stock. Bharti Airtel's convertible securities for the last 5 years. Bharti Airtel has issued convertible securities over the last 5 years with varying amounts each year. In the year 2016, they issued around 2,000 securities, which increased to 4,000 securities in the year 2017 and 2018. However, in the year 2019, the number decreased to 3,000 before increasing again in 2020 to 4,500. This trend suggests that Bharti Airtel is open to using convertible securities as a means of raising capital, but is also mindful of the market condition and adjusts its issuance accordingly. It will be interesting to see how this trend continues in the future. We'll head on to the advantages and disadvantages of convertible securities. Convertible securities offers a unique advantage to investors as they provide the option to convert into equity shares at a later date. This allows for potential capital appreciation and higher returns on investment. However, convertible securities also carries a disadvantage as they typically have lower yields compared to traditional debt securities. Overall, convertible securities can provide investors with unique opportunities for managing risk and enhancing returns, but they also come with risk that investors and issuers should be aware of. Let's compare between dividend security and convertible security. Dividend securities are a type of investment that provides regular income to investors in the form of dividends. These securities are typically issued by companies with stable earnings and cash flow, and are seen as a way to attract long-term investors who are looking for steady returns. As on convertible securities, on the other hand, are a type of investment that can be converted into shares of stock at a later date. These securities are often issued by companies that are experiencing rapid growth and are looking to raise capital without diluting their ownership stake.
Good morning everyone. My name is Sriram Reddy. I am currently pursuing BTech CSC third year from Lovely Professional University. Today I am going to speak about Bharti Airtel Telecommunication Company. In this PPT I am going to present about what is debt issuance, who is Bharti Airtel, and spin-offs and carve-outs, pros and cons of spin-offs and carve-outs, Bharti's Airtel history, next, and future outlook of this company. I will discuss about this in this PPT. Now, Bharti Airtel is an Indian telecommunication company founded in 1995. This presentation will give you insight into a company's debt issuance and spin-offs and carve-outs. Now we will discuss that who is Bharti Airtel, what are the services it will give to the customers, what are the achievements for this, what are the achievements it has been taken for the company, and vision of this company. Bharti Airtel offers mobile, fixed line, broadband, and enterprise services to over 425 million customers across 18 countries. Achievements by this company is it has won numerous awards, including the best mobile operator in Africa and most admired telecom brand in India. The vision of this company is the Bharti Airtel's mission is to be most loved brand in the daily lives of Indian by enriching their lives through its telecom services. Now, we will discuss that what is debt issuance. Debt issuance is the process of raising capital by borrowing money from investors in return for a fixed return on investment. What is the purpose of the debt issuance for this company is Bharti Airtel uses debt issuance to finance its growth strategies such as network expansion and mergers, and it also helps the company lower its overall cost of capital and its financing sources. What is the impact on this company by debt issuance is debt issuance can increase a company's leverage and interest expenses, making it important for Bharti Airtel to balance its debt levels and maintain good for credit rating. Now, we will discuss more in depth, that is spin-offs and carve-outs. My second topic is spin-offs and carve-outs. What is meant by spin-offs and carve-outs? These are two strategies which a company uses to create a new entity or sell a portion of its business. Now, what is the difference between spin-offs and carve-outs? Spin-offs involves in distributing shares of the new entity to existing shareholders, while carve-outs typically involves in selling the business to a new owner or investors. Now, what are the pros and cons of spin-offs and carve-outs are? There are some pros and cons for this. For pros, spin-offs and carve-outs are unlock value in a business, improve financial performance, and create more focused on company. Cons for these cons are these strategies can also be costly and time consuming to execute, and there is no guarantee they will generate desired results. Now, what is the history of this company is since 2003, Bharti Bharti Airtel has raised over 15 $15 billion through international bond issuance, debt and other debt instruments to fund its expansion initiatives. Bharti Airtel was spin-off from Bharti in 2013 and listed on the Indian Stock Exchange. It is now one of the largest power infrastructure providers in India. In 2010 also, Bharti Airtel carved out its African operation into a new subsidiary called Airtel Africa. The company has since expanded its presence to 14 African countries. Now we'll go to the future outlook of these companies. It has released the 5G network also. It is expected to expand its network through 5G networks and to increase their customers. And in 2021, Bharti Airtel has announced plans to collaborate with international partners such as Intel, AWS, and Nokia to enhance its network capabilities and offers new services to customers. In terms of digital transformation also, Bharti Airtel is focused on digital transformation to streamline operations, improve customer experience, and create new revenue streams. Hope you like this. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Vedagas. I'm from Hyderabad. In this topic, we are going to speak about Bharti Airtel share buybacks, and another is capital restructuring of Airtel company. First, if we come to the topic, what is the share buyback? What is a share buyback? A share buyback is also known as share repurchase. For example, when the company buy back its some portion of its share from the marketplace or from the shareholder, is called share buyback. Basically, the main reason for the share buybacks is to increase the shareholder value and also boost earnings per share. There are many ways it can be achieved. Buybacks can be achieved via open market purchases and etc. Why did Bharti Airtel opt for a share buyback? There are three reasons because this company opted for a share buybacks. One is cash reserves, stock price, and shareholder rewards. The mechanics of the share buybacks are shareholders can vote on the buyback program at the company's annual general meeting. If the majority vote in favor of the plan, the company can go ahead with the repurchase, and the company buys back shares of the open market via tender offer. Share repurchase are cancelled, reducing the outstanding shares. What is the main impact of the buyback on this company was for reduced shares, financial results, and strategy alignment. If we speak about reduced shares, if once the shares are repurchased, the total number of outstanding shares will decreases, and so further the earnings per share increases, and it also increase the company's return on equity, and it also helpful in growth of the financial results. Next, the risks associated with the share buybacks are market timing risk. The buybacks can be risky if the timing is poor in the market, and and buybacks may disproportionately benefit large investors and executives who have significant holdings, which may undermine the principles of fair market capitalism. In the conclusion, we can say that this share buybacks can benefit a company in several ways, as we have spoke that enhancing the shareholder value, boosting financial metrics, and signalizing confidence in future prospects to the market. And we can say that we cannot predict the future. And right now, this Bharti Airtel share buyback is indicative of the company's long-term strategy and commitment to boosting shareholder value. It will be interesting to see how the buybacks impacts the company future results and whether it leads to further buybacks or other strategy initiatives. Yeah, if we come to the second topic, it is a capital restructuring of this company Airtel. As we spoke, the Bharti Airtel is a leading telecommunications with a global presence, and this company has faced many challenges while it was growing, and This company right now has operations in 18 plus countries, and this company is the second largest telecommunication company in our India. We have spoke about, as my friend Shaktibala has told, the introduction about Bharti Airtel. We can move on further. Coming to the financial challenges faced by this company. There are it faces some financial challenges. First is increasing debt, intense competition, and investors concern. We have seen that over the past few years, Bharti Airtel debt has increased sustainably, leading to concerns about the company financial health. We have seen it faced much competition against Jio and Idea and etc. Some companies. This telecommunication industry in India has become increasingly competitive, with new players entering the market and established players offering aggressive pricing. The capital restructuring plan. This is the basement of this. How this company was regrowed by selling some assets, and it has been debt refinancing, and this company will issue new shares to existing shareholders to raise funds for debt reduction and investment in future growth areas. So this is the capital restructuring plan of this company, and the impact of capital restructuring is the capital restructuring plan will reduce company's debt burden and improving its financial health and credit rating. The company will have access to new funds for investing in future growth areas such as 5G technologies and digital services, and this can also boost investors to put more investments in this company. And we have spoken about the challenges and risks faced by this company. And if we take about the conclusion, the capital restructuring plan is a bold, as we spoke, that this capital restructuring plan is a bold move that could greatly benefit this company by reducing debt, attracting new investors, and improving its credit rating. The key takeaways are the Bharti Airtel is leading, as we spoke, these 2 points. Okay, if you speak of the new point, this proposed capital restructuring plan includes asset sales, right issue, and refinancing, and the plan has the potential to improve the company financial health and credit rating, attract new investment, and boost investors' confidence. Yeah. So thank you. So this is the topic I have spoken about. So thank you.